Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. I hope I sound okay. I'm using my old microphone today, and I don't think it sounds very good compared to my new one. Hopefully I sound okay though. Hello. We butling today? Are you on this team? I think you are, right? I think you're on this team. Or am I mistaken? Yeah, you are. When new Skystriker support eventually gets released, I expect 50% of the player base to immediately change their middle names to Ray. What do you mean by eventually? Sky Striker support gets released every day, it feels like. Yeah, so anyway, today we're doing a commentary of a match for T2 Trials. This should be a good match though. This is some very good players. April Ray Showers. No, I'm not a Sky Striker fan. Unfortunately, I'm not a Sky Striker fan. I actually did play the deck, but um I don't think I like it now. I played it before I had like any like opinions on the game. Like I just played it because it was good. I didn't have a play style or anything that I liked. Hello. Hello Airy. Hello Crossworm. Yeah. Hopefully I sound okay. Let me know if the audio is messed up. There should be music playing. I know last time we were surprised to find out there was music playing. And there should be me playing my voice. Branded may hopefully get a similar wave of support, including a new Link 1 and a new field spell. I don't know if a Link 1 is what Branded needs. But honestly, maybe. Maybe a Link 1 would be good for Branded. The voice is a bit low. I can turn the music down, but I can't really turn my voice up, otherwise it will sound really bad. Link 1 to require Fallen of Albaz or one monster that mentions it. Yeah, but what would that do? You would have to replace Branded Fusion, basically. Right? You would have to replace Branded Fusion. You would have to make a new fusion spell or a new line that's like better than Branded Fusion. It's the voice too low. I know, but I can't make it any quieter. I mean, any louder. Hello? Hello, Haru. Just release Branded Fusion 2. Yeah, maybe one that's just not got a lock on it. Or you could just make it so that it's for the rest of the turn. Okay, we should be starting soon. Should see players join the room in the next minute or so. Yeah, there we go. We have Ryan. Ryan and Deb. Put Brand Fusion back to 3 and Puppet, we will still struggle. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. If Brand Fusion was at 3, the deck is not tier 1. I don't I don't think so anyway. Let me see if I can buff my mic a little bit. Is this better? I've made it a little bit louder, but the quality is gonna decrease a lot. I don't want it to sound too bad. I can leave it like that, I think. Should be a little bit louder. Simply write a card that says the link summon card is treated as a fusion summon. I mean, that's just a contact fusion. Just make a link 1 contact fusion that takes like 1 Despia or something. But anyway, we have Railgun versus Souls, Syntrax versus DS, and Ryan versus Lord Depp. I think we're gonna watch this game. Wow, look at the World Championship sleeves. Very nice. And we're playing Snake Eye Fire King. I expected this, to be honest. We just got Dominus Impulse, so I assume that that's going to be in this list as well. Imperm resolved on Ulcanix though. That was risky. We could have had Kirin, but it paid off. I think you always take the risk against Ulcanix normal summon. And we're also playing Snake Eye of some kind. Maybe the Millennium build? The deck is quite big. Okay. So what hand traps do we have is the question. Nothing yet. No Vela. No Imperms. Any Maxi? Yeah, we have Maxi. Okay. And we didn't draw an out. Crazy. Yeah, this is giving me flashbacks to Worlds format. Maybe it's the World sleeves, but watching the World Championship, how almost every game with Snake Eye in it just felt like a hand comparison. Let's see if we have more hand traps. Because we need a lot more hand traps, really, for this to be good. Because even one more hand trap, like on OSS or something, isn't going to do anything. I think we're still at hand comparison. Yeah, right now, this game. I guess in general we are, yeah. Tenpai feels like it's always just hand comparison. That whole deck is just hand comparison. Okay, playing into the Maxi. I wonder about this decision to play into the Maxi. I kind of get it because we probably have enough push to just lethal. But at the same time, I feel like we had a good chance of stopping them without playing into Maxi, right? If we have non-engine and they bricked, they only had one play. Chances are they only have one play again. But I like this better. I like China OTK. I think it's more likely to work. Okay, this is a very weird ordering, I think. I think we wanted to summon... Okay, we're also playing Snake Eye Fire King. Okay, makes a little bit more sense now. I thought we were about to summon a second Oak. That's what I was thinking. Okay, is Snake Eye Fire King gonna make a comeback with Impulse? Maybe. Especially when Beatrice gets banned as well. Okay, we're gonna draw. We don't want to draw any more cards. So that's gonna stop the Fire King Island, but it does mean that we need to have every hand trap we need already. Like if we need Nibiru, we're gonna need to have it already. And this Flamberge can float, so... I assume that the Snake Eye Fire King build doesn't play Fiendsmith, right? I assume it doesn't play Fiendsmith. In which case you probably have room for the Zelantis OTK. It doesn't? Yeah, I mean, I assume you could play it, but I think most lists don't want to. So, what does Ryan have? It is Fire King, so they could be, like, Fire King Engine that plays on the opponent's turn. Could have Garunix or Kieran. Okay. Looks like we're just going for a quick lethal. Yeah, I like this. And there's no end of main phase. Looks like it's just lethal. Played around Garunix by pushing the Ulcanix. Played around Nibiru by not flooding the Flamberge. This is pretty nice. Unfortunate for Ryan. I think it doesn't offer a lot to this version, it gives more weakness. Yeah, I mean, it offers a lot in terms of the engine, like going first and stuff, but the main weakness is like going second and wanting enough space for non-engine. Let's watch another game. I assume that these are not too far in either, so let's watch this from the beginning. Okay, so this first set, Butler boys are 1-0 up. So what happened in this game? We're playing Voiceless Voice. Is that the real Ryan? Yes, I assume so. It does have the World Championship tag. Profile picture, I mean. Okay, so we're doing a regular Voiceless Voice combo, playing through the Droll, of course. Oh, Eri, thank you. Thank you so much for gifting the subs. You're one of the best gifters. Thank you. Oh, and you gave it to Nicky Boy as well. You're welcome, Nicky Boy. Okay, we're committing Imperm on Unicorn. Do we care about Unicorn that much? It was cheap. Yeah, I guess it is kind of cheap for you. So here we have a Fiendsmith line. We still don't know what this deck is, but it's 40 cards, or close to. And it's playing Fiendsmith and Kashtira. I kind of think it's probably Snake Eye. Could be White Forest. Could be something else too. Sending away the low. We've already used, have we used Radiance? We haven't used Radiance, but I don't know if we have the means to use it. We probably don't have a ritual, right? Or did we already use it? I'm not sure. I think we used the old man, but I don't know if we summoned it this time. We're going Beatrice. Hey, this card is banned. I kind of don't mind if a board that took 20 plus minutes to make is broken in 2 minutes. I mean, to me it's not about the time, it's just about whether the gameplay feels like it exists. What do we send with Beatrice? This is going to tell us what deck this is. It could just be like a pure Kashtira Fiendsmith deck, but probably not if we're going Beatrice. Is the spec code somewhere? No. I could maybe find it for you. There, this is the spec code. We can pin this now. Thinking real hard on the Beatrice. I guess if said board prevents too much gameplay from the player, then I don't mind Tenpai cracking it. I mean, I don't think that's the right approach, personally. I think it's like... because you could be either side, right? You could be the board breaker or the board builder. And ideally, I think you want to be able to be either and have fun. As long as the game feels like it has interaction. And I think the best way to do that is just to have boards that are not game over, if they happen. Okay, we're sending Poplar, and we're using it. Interesting. Do we have maybe an OSS? We thought for a while about that. Maybe we were thinking if we sent Snake Eye Ash, we just don't have that third body to make Princess. Maybe that's what we realized. Now we're making SP. Okay, so this is SP pass. I don't feel like it was correct to go Beatrice. Probably should have done something else, right? Make sequence. I mean, sequence into Lacrima into Beatrice was just the same thing, but actual Snake Eye combo. How come we didn't do that? Okay, so this is just engine again, and I don't think SP can do anything to stop this, right? When they summon low and activate it, we can banish it, but that's not enough. That's not enough. I have a hype chest. What is a hype chest? The voice is really low. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't really make it much louder. I'm using my old mic today. How low is the music? Is the music audible at all? I guess voiceless can have future support named mid and high. Maybe. I don't know what joke you're making there. Is there a pun that I'm missing? Okay, I've made my voice a little bit louder, but the quality is really gonna be like bad if I make it much louder. Wow, we made a Chaos Angel. I missed this. So we just didn't banish the low, and then we got punished for it. Yeah, is the voice a little bit louder now? Is this does it still need to be even louder? Oh, it's just in reference to the pitch. Yes. Okay. I should stop asking questions that yeah, okay. It's good? Okay, thank you. Are we gonna OTK? This is an OTK, right? Because we summon back low and then we make like a link 1 and it's lethal. Yeah, okay. So this wasn't a hand trap, and I'm guessing it's not a normal summon monster either, because we didn't normal summon, right? After we made the Beatrice misplay, we realized we didn't have another body to go princess, which is why we sent Poplar. So this is not a normal summon. It's also not a set card. It's not an impump or cold buy. So I think this is just Flamberge or something. It has to just be like Flamberge. Yeah. Unfortunate. I do think we misplayed that though. Okay. So let's watch the next game. So it's 1-1 now. Okay, what happened here? We're playing Snake Eye on Butler Boy's side, another Snake Eye deck. And this is White Forest. Okay. It's White Forest's turn. I was about to say Snake Eye looks to be winning, but then I saw this Silvera come out of nowhere. How did this Silvera return? Apply SP, but SP's in the extra monster zone. Oh, I guess we banished something else of ours. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, now I think White Forest is winning because we just have the big monster. What does Snake Eye have in terms of follow-up? We do actually have a lot of follow-up. Like, a lot. So, White Forest needs to prove a lot here. This is Baron, but I don't even think Baron is enough. Because, okay, yeah, we have to do Fiendsmith line. Because we have OSS plus Diabellstar, and then we have, like, Ash and Oak in the deck. Not to mention Engravers in the graveyard. So, we have a lot going on next turn. What's T2 Trials? It's just a league that T2 is hosting. It's a weekly, like, 3v3 tournament where you make a team and you bring 3 players each week. And this is one of the matches that I'm commentating. Do you like Fiendsmith gameplay? Yes, I actually really do. I think the Fiendsmith cards are cool. The only thing that I don't think was cool about the Fiendsmith cards is Beatrice, because it meant that the actual Fiendsmith starters just were replacements for like your other deck. But if you take away like Beatrice, um, what one engraver can do is like so fair and so balanced. It's like Desiree Paz. It's like not that good at all, or Caesar Pass. C and E are down like half their players. What do you mean? I prefer when they synergize with the deck they join though, as opposed to just being a secondary engine. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's way better. But specifically the way the one card combos with Beatrice existed, just because the Snake Eye and White Forest combos are also one card combos. But yeah, it's nice when Engraver like synergizes with the deck. I can't think of a good example of that though. Fiendsmith Ryziel. I don't know how Fiendsmith Ryziel plays, but I do like the way Fiendsmith plays. Oh, they're at the MD Invitational. I see. So I assume we could figure out who is not the sub. But we already have 3 players, which is enough. You only need 3 players. What is the Invitational, by the way? I don't feel like I know what that is. I saw it announced today and I didn't know what it was. Something like Fabled, Musket, or Rank 6 strategies? Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like that's a little bit too much synergy though. Like personally I don't care about like light fiend synergies or anything for Fiendsmith. I just think it would be cool if they like complemented the deck. Like they don't actually need to interact with my other engine. Okay, so we are setting up a lot now. This is going to be Baron. and it's going to be Silvera, which is still maybe not enough. I feel like we still need even more. We're going to draw one though, so that's good. Right? Are we going to draw one? I don't feel like we have... Wait, what just happened? Yeah, okay, we're going to summon Diabellstar. If they can't use the card that they set with Diabellstar, then they're not going to be able to draw one. When they can have bridge into the main engine without Beatrice. Honestly, I don't even think Beatrice is too much of a problem. It's literally just the fact that the Snake Eye and White Forest combos are one card combos. So when you access them with Beatrice, you then do like everything, which is already too much, right? The one card combo from Snake Eye is already too much. That's the problem, in my opinion. What just happened? Why did we negate our own engraver? Hello? Hello? Mod check. Why did we negate our own engraver? I assume that's just a misclick, unless it's a really exotic play that I don't know about. Oh my god. Yeah. Time limit as well, okay. Wow, I feel like we had a chance if we had just passed on the two Omni negates, but yeah, wow. Okay, so that's the first set done. And that was 2-1. Well, it's not the first set, but the first round of the first set. We just despise Engraver and want to see him resolve the least amount of time as possible. I don't think I agree. I think adding Tract is not crazy. And adding, like, summoning yourself from the graveyard each turn is, like, not crazy either. It's literally just that one Engraver was a Snake Eye starter or a Snake Eye extender. Same for White Forest. That's, like, literally the problem. Yeah, that was, really strange ending to that game, negating our own card with Baron. I'm curious what went through their mind there. Probably just a misclick. They were clearly low on time, but probably still just a misclick. Alright, let's watch this game. So this is Snake Eye versus Fire King Snake Eye, I believe. And Ryan is going first again. Will they pass to one Imperm again? Probably not. We have Bonfire. This is a clean 40 card list. We're getting Snake Eye Ash. That makes me think the hand is not super good, because we can't afford to go Poplar. Yeah, so maybe we do just lose to Imperm again. Okay, we have the Kirin this time. Alright, that makes sense. It was either we have a bad hand, so we have to go full combo with Bonfire, or we have the Kirin, so we baited the Imperm. And we're getting Ponix instead of Poplar. Maybe we already drew Poplar. And there was another response. So there is another hand trap. I don't feel like it's another Imperm though, because you would definitely Imperm this. And it's not Max C. It's Ash, okay. Is ashing Ponix not better? I guess it's just safer to wait for Island in case they get hard drew it. I feel like ashing Ponix is safer though, because if you don't ash Ponix and they do have the Island, then you just have to deal with Skyburn for free. But yeah, I guess it is safer to ash the Island. We can still play though. We can go into Snake Eye Ash again. So they need a third hand trap really. Okay, we had OSS in the hand. That's why we didn't go Poplar, I guess. I guess I should ask what exactly you mean by complement that main engine when you talk about Fiendsmith. I think I just mean in like a playstyle kind of way. I know you said you don't like Ryziel Fiendsmith, but I feel like that's an example of what I mean, right? Where it just fits into the deck nicely. It doesn't do anything with the like interaction with the engine. It just like fits into the deck. I kind of like that. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any more hand traps, but there could still be a Nibiru. A Nibiru could be lurking. You'd see it right now though. We didn't float Flamberge. Right? No, we did float Flamberge. Okay. What are you using in place of Beatrice? Depends what deck you mean. If you mean in Snake Eye, then it will probably just be Caesar, right? You just go for Desiree or Caesar lines. That's the best you can do now. And in White Forest, I assume that you can go Sprint if you want to somehow, like Sprint for Estella. That is technically possible. I'm not sure if that's viable though. Interestingly though, you can play Ubel, and Ubel still basically has a Beatrice, because you can play Aerial Eater, which is basically Beatrice for that deck. So your Fiendsmith engine will still access your Ubel cards. Okay, so our end board here was Flamberge, Heat Soul, IP. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. We have so many cards in hand as well. Okay, we are on the Millennium build. I think there's a rank 6 that adds a card from grave to hand, but you think Ubel will be stronger of them now? There is a rank 6 that adds a card from graveyard to hand, yeah, it's called Ptolemy, right? But how do you get the card into the graveyard? If you're making a rank 6 with your Fiendsmith engine, how do you get the card into the graveyard that you want? For White Forest to use Sprint? Right, okay. But if you you need another extender, right? For that exact line that I'm thinking about. For Ubel, yeah, you use Aerial Eater. We decided to banish the Sengenjin, by the way. So we've gone very plus, but this is basically it for our interaction now. We have Princess, which is weak. We have SP, which is medium strength. Medium strength. And other than that, it's just hand traps. Yeah, what I was thinking about for the White Forest and the sprint line is that if you go for sequence, right? Sequence is your link to. So you have sequence and then you summon like a. I guess it makes sense, right? It technically checks out because you go sequence into Lacrima into Revive Engraver. Then you can link the Engraver and the sequence into Sprint, send the Astella, then you can revive Engraver and make Ptolemy to add it back. So it is still a one card combo, right? No, it's not a one card combo because you've already used Engraver to revive. It's not a one card combo anymore. But that line would still work a lot. Like if you're going for like multiple random bodies into Closed Moon, you would still use that line if you were playing it. I don't know if you actually play it though. Okay, we have talents. I think we have to draw. Unless these are like really good cards. I don't think taking does too much. You could take Heat Soul and draw your own card, which is kind of interesting if you think about it. It's like Heat Soul is half of the draw 2 anyway, but you also get a giant body for it. To be fair, you also have Elf, by the way. Sprint into Elf, right? You just can't link away the Sprint, which is a little bit awkward. But if you get another 2 or another link 2, you can make Elf. We're taking control. I think we're taking the Heat Soul. Are we going to banish the Heat Soul so that that's not possible? Yeah, we are. Okay. This is still kind of good though for Snake Eye because you've dealt with the SP interaction now. And these cards are not awful on your board. If you can summon another monster, these are obviously like playable cards. We're taking Snake Eye Ash. Wait, why take Snake Eye Ash and not Oak? If you have Temple, I guess we'll see what they have. I feel like taking Oak is really good there, right? Because you can send away the Temple or the monster in the back row for your own Snake Eye Ash and then go full combo. But Ash can't summon Ash. So, good morning, it's been a while. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're placing our own Snake Eye Ash. I guess this checks. This checks out. You go for Oak now. And this is just the same, but you have one extra body? Sure. It's all the same, really. Yeah, it's all the same. Okay, we had Poplar. And we're getting Drolled. I don't know how good that Droll is. Dramatic Chase will still work in the end phase. We'll still be able to set Silvera if we don't OTK. But I feel like without any other hand traps, OTK is pretty easy here. Oh, we're not placing Diabellstar. We're placing Snake Eyes Diabellstar. Interesting. I guess it's just a big monster. Yeah, okay, this is kind of interesting. You could go Link 1 with the Poplar. Okay, yeah, they're going for Hita. I was thinking you could try... Well, we could still do the same thing, right? You could still try to leave the Ash and the Oak on the board to summon a Flamberge, And if one gets ashed, you just use the other one. And you have the material in the back row to send. I feel like that would be a good play. We're taking Princess though. This is also really good. Okay, we have Ash for this? No, we do not. Okay, well this looks really good now. It's basically Nibiru, and that's about it. You need Nibiru. Actually, I don't think Nibiru even does it either. I don't even know if Ryan's on Nibiru, but like at this point, if you get Nibiru'd, you float your Flambird, you summon the Oak. It feels kind of too much still. Okay, we have Kieran at the end of the main phase. For Garunix, that's pretty good on the follow-up, but only if we survive. This does trigger our Oak too. Do we have a Garunix in the hand? We don't. So this is just a chump blocker. I feel like this is really easily beatable with Snake Eyes Diabellstar. Yeah. All they have to do is attack the Kieran with the Snake Eyes Diabellstar. Okay, but Ryan's not even going to wait to see if they knew that. Obviously they would, but you might as well wait at that point. Okay. Looks like this third game is finished as well. Let's check the replay. So DS lost versus Railgun. So that means Butler Boys just got 2 points. So this is 1-4 now. This last game is going to determine if we need to play the third round or not. Okay, looks like we're comboing with Voiceless over here. How did we get this many cards in the hand? Is there a Maxi involved? There must have been a Maxi involved. We are playing Snake Eye Fire King here with Dominus Impulse, as expected. And Talents. Interesting. And looks like we just got killed by Voiceless. Okay, so C plus E are still in it. They're still in it, they have a third round. But they need to win all 3 if they want to win the set. That was quick. Well, we didn't see most of that game. We could quickly watch that game in full, but I think they're going to start this third round pretty quickly, so I want to jump into it to watch it live. Yeah, it is a little bit unfortunate with this, the way the match structure works, that you can't watch games at the same time. You've only got like one pair of eyes. So sometimes you do miss it. Okay, we're gonna watch Ryan again. Going second this time. Ryan's lost both games going first, unfortunate. And now they're going second versus Sengenjin. We're 4-2. Don't celebrate yet. You've got another set to win, even if you win this one. Okay, we have Ash on Sengenjin. That stops it. They do need an extender, but there's a lot of possible extenders. Yeah, that one's a good one. You're focused and ready? Yeah. Okay, well, discarding Snake Eyes Diabell Star for regular Diabell Star. Does this get stopped? No Imperm or Veiler. I assume you would Imperm and Veiler this. But maybe you wouldn't. Oh, we have Fualas. Okay, I assume we're Fualasing now because... What's the reason to Fualas now? Why not Chain? There's no way we're playing around Gamma, right? There's no way we're playing around Gamma. Why wouldn't you Chain? It's crazy how quickly developed the Millennium Engine became. Yeah, I mean, once the idea gets discovered, it does catch on pretty quick. I'm always amazed at how Master Duel manages to make it so that the new cards in the new sets are always somehow relevant. Somehow. Like, even the cards that you think are the rogue decks somehow are so relevant. It makes you think they know what they're doing. Okay. I am curious why Ryan just chained. Didn't chain. Why they just used the Fualas in an open game state. Maybe it's because this setup right here with the temple is actually like bad for them. Maybe they actually didn't want this setup, so they were trying to encourage the opponent to just pass on the Diabell Star. It could be that. Okay, we're gonna keep playing. What the heck? Do we have draw? Are we about to hit our opponent with draw? Because this is a bit weird to keep playing. Yeah, okay, we have the draw. That makes sense. Anything can catch on quickly if it's for the purposes of advancing Snake Eye. Isn't it crazy that Snake Eye didn't get hit on the last ban list? Like, we got rid of Beatrice, sure. Does that change that Snake Eye is the best deck? I don't think so. You even nerfed Tempai as well, so it's just even more of the best deck. I feel like the White Forest deck feels the Beatrice ban more because, like, Snake Eye has... I feel like Snake Eye has more actual starters and Snake Eye engine cards. So White Forest probably relied on Beatrice a little bit more. It's also crazy that the new Monarch card can summon Snake Eye Ash from the deck. I mean, honestly, that's fine. Using it to summon Snake Eye Ash when you're locked out of the extra deck is actually just interesting. Because you just go for, like, Silvera or Temple Flamberge, it's, like, not that good. This is, pre-ban list. We've seen Beatrice already. Oh, we have Dominus Impulse. Dominus Impulse to negate Requiem. Okay. It does give you a good amount of tribute fodder. Yeah, for Monarch cards. So it's not like a Snake Eye combo. Okay, do we have another hand trap in here though? Because I feel like we need one. Maybe. We could just push through this board with Engine, to be fair. Because this looks like it's going to be... like Princess or Appaloosa. Like Princess Flamberge or Appaloosa. I guess it can be both. It can be both, because we have the Snake Eye Diabell Star still. And we have Doom's Dragon, presumably. Yeah, we definitely have Doom's Dragon, because we're playing Millennium. It's actually really crazy. Do we have anything to add back with the Sunlight Wolf? Not really. In this situation, when I've been playing Snake Eye and you have exactly just the 3 Snake Eye cards and the Princess in the graveyard, I've always felt like it was better to just not add back anything with the Sunlight Wolf. I guess it's probably better to add back Oak, just so it's in your hand, in case Flamberge doesn't resolve. Yeah, that's probably true. Why did we not summon to the Sunlight Wolf Zone? Hello? You've already used your IP. What the? Okay, we're making a rank 8, never mind. We're not going Appaloosa. We're going Photon Lord. And we're still not summoning to the Sunlight Wolf Zone. Okay. Why not make Appaloosa there? This is one monster negate. You could have had 3. Why do you want one monster negate instead of 3? Okay. We're summoning to the Sunlight Wolf Zone as well. Ryan's like, you didn't summon to the zone. Let me do it for you. They're practicing for Appaloosa ban. I mean, it's definitely in the list, right? I feel like they just overestimated this card. Because it is literally just 1/3 of an Appaloosa. It's just got a bigger defense. Maybe if you were going to search for Curry Photon, like what I played in the Duelist Cup, maybe if you played the Curry Photon, it would be worth it. Okay, yeah, see now you just have Bonfire versus IP and Princess. You could have just negated the Snake Eye Ash. Okay, we have second draw. That's really unfortunate. That's actually so unfortunate, but we have Cold Buy. Okay, that's something. Curry Photon, our GOAT. Honestly, the Curry Photon in the Duelist Cup was, like, not that good. Most of the time when you searched it with your full combo, Tenpai would lose anyway. There was one time where I drew it against Tenpai and I didn't even use it because they just couldn't play through my board. But it was all worth it because I drew it going second against Gimmick Puppet FTK once, and that was all worth it. That was the best game. Okay. So we're using Temple to summon Masquerena, which doesn't feel correct, right? Are you supposed to use Flamberge? Maybe not, because you're playing a Snake Eye Mirror match, so you want to leave this as a disruption. So maybe that is better. Okay. So we are not under draw, because we Cold Bite it. I feel like this is winning now for Ryan. That OSS can summon, Why did you switch to Snake Eye over Branded despite Branded getting top 2? I mean, Snake Eye got top 2 as well, and Snake Eye is the better deck. I played Snake Eye instead of Branded because it gave me better chances. And I don't feel like the results disproved that. The Branded tops were just anomalies. Really. This could make Appaloosa now. Maybe they thought they could make both Appaloosa and Photon Lord instead of SP. Like, the Branded results, they're not that many. It's like 3 in the top 100. And I don't think that player doing well really means that much. Okay, we make Goddess. Oh, okay, we made Goddess? We linked away a Poplar. Is linking away a Poplar really that effective? We wanted to negate the Snake Eye Ash, I assume. But how good is this? Second place Brando played Snake Eye for the most of the run. Yeah. That's what I think as well. But to be honest, you don't need the results to figure it out, honestly. Like, have you tried playing Snake Eye? And have you tried playing Branded? Branded is a worse deck by far. I don't think the sheets should the sheet results, don't let them distract you. Like, Branded cannot go second versus the combo decks. It gets FTK'd. That's the problem. Okay. So we have some follow-up over here, but this should be enough, right? Ryan should be able to push through this, I think. Because we still have our Heater, we still have our Princess. We have OSS for Ponix, and one Princess in the graveyard doesn't really disrupt Fire King that much. Snake Eye Ash needs to return to 3. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Didn't player claim to do the DC with only branded? Yeah, he does. I'm pretty sure player only plays branded. I don't doubt that he played only branded. But that's still just one result from a player who always gets to the top 10. Like, almost always. Okay, we made SP to banish their princess. That makes sense. So we've dealt with it that way. Yeah, I was thinking that, by the way, about if you're gonna negate, you could negate Poplar, right? With the goddess, if you're gonna link away, just link away a random other body, and then negate Poplar is the same thing if you link away the Snake Eye Ash. Because you wanted to negate the Snake Eye Ash and link away the Poplar. If you just do it the other way around, it's the same thing but better, because you just don't have OSS for free. Which probably would have won, to be honest, now that I think about it. That would have won the game. He must be low on time? You mean Railgun? Maybe. Is Fire King Snake Eye plus Yubel the best deck now without Beatrice? That's a good idea. It might be. Fire King Snake Eye might be the top deck, because it has Dominus Impulse now, which is also a really big buff for this deck. Tenpai is not the best deck. Come on. It's time to stop. Tenpai is not the best deck anymore. It wasn't the best deck last format, now it's not the best deck. For sure. It can run this card, which is kind of crazy though. This is a good card. Okay. So we actually got to use the Underworld Goddess Negate here, which is like a small extra interruption that this card has. I guess it's kind of consistent, actually. In the mirror match, you do consistently get this, right? Because Princess, Hita, all summon from the graveyard, even if it's not the Fire King build, which summons from the graveyard even more. Tenpai is better positioned in the format, funnily enough. I mean, better positioned is a strange way to call a deck that's like missing all of its starters. I don't know if it is better positioned. All he had to do was go Appa when Poplar was activating from the hand and would have prevented all of this. That is true too. Honestly, I think my idea was just better anyway. Instead of making Photon Lord, just make Appaloosa on turn 1. You have 3 negates, and then you can make SP with IP, and it's just better, I think. But this is not lethal. We must, okay. I mean, we had to out the goddess, right? This doesn't lose to Zelantis, because it's unaffected. So maybe even if we are playing that package, we chose not to go for it. But I wonder what we set up in main phase 2 now. Because Railgun has follow-up of their own. Raging Phoenix. It's better positioned because the other decks got worse at playing through hand traps. I mean, what if I start playing Yubel? I feel like that deck is even better at playing through hand traps. I mean, SP resolved, it's nether lethal that turn. That is true. That is true. Honestly, though, I feel like it was maybe worth going for it anyway, just because popping Diabellstar and Temple sounds okay. It does sound okay. Actually, I think maybe the Diabellstar wasn't there until Poplar triggered. Yeah. Popping Temple is not really that relevant, I guess. I just worry about not having anything here. Are we gonna make Appaloosa? I suppose we can make Appaloosa. Right? But do we have another link 2 to make? Oh, we're linking away Princess. Oh, we've made Ambler Whale, of course. Yeah, this checks out. But I think we just pass on this, right? If we can link off the Phoenix, link off... Okay, what are we doing now? Sunlight Wolf? Why did we link off... Okay, I'm confused. But it does check out. Getting this in the graveyard is fine. And you want the Garunix in the graveyard. Gonna get back Ash here. That works pretty well. Yeah, it's the Zelantis main phase 2 OTK. Yeah. It was kind of trippy. I wonder if it's better to have Phoenix in the graveyard instead of Amblo. Because you could have sequenced this in a way where you do it the other way around. Okay, we're putting both in the graveyard anyway. We're gonna pop probably Snake Eyes Diabellstar. Yeah. Okay. We did give up our Ash. But what follow-up do they have? There is no Engraver. And there's nothing for the Oak to summon. And this is not Fire King. Okay, we have Tracked. It's a good one. That is a pretty good one. We probably have to pop the Lurry with Princess. Wait, where's that Princess? Oh, we do have Princess. I think you have to pop this, right? Because if you let Engraver hit the board, then it's just a free extra body when they want to revive, right? So you just surely pop the Lurry now. Requiem is in the graveyard? Oh, that is true. Requiem's in the graveyard, so it's not a threat right now. And if they make sequence, then that's just a 2-for-1, and you can pop the sequence. Yeah, that checks. Okay, and they do make sequence. Now you just pop this for sure. Yeah, okay. So Ryan gets 1 win, but the rest of the team needs to also win. And looks like this middle game is concluded. And DS won. DS won. So it's actually, it's 4-4. This last game, which is just ending. No, this is the one that just ended. The one that we just saw. This one, Souls versus Syntrax. Okay, so they actually swapped. They actually reverse swapped. So they actually won 5-4. Okay. That's pretty crazy. That's that means they win the first set. Let's go watch those other games. Let's see how they reverse swapped. Viking Snake Eye going crazy. Well, Ryan lost 2 games pretty unceremoniously. before that one. Okay. So Souls won this, probably due to the Ash Maxi. Do you really not Ash? I mean Ash Impum. Do you not Ash or Impum anything right now? Do you just hold for Requiem? I guess you do. That's kind of impactful. And then Impum Snake Eye Ash goes kind of crazy. I mean, you can still play like really well with this. Like really, really well. It's just that this hand looks like it's like crazy, so. Like most 3-card hands here probably like lose anyway. Because this still combos, but this is just like crazy, so. We probably draw into like talents with extravagance. We make Phoenix. Okay. I mean, I feel like we've done this wrong, right? Shouldn't we have like not missed out on our Flamberge? We draw a bad draw as well. But I guess this isn't too bad. This is still everything, right? Technically, if it all goes your way, because you have Temple and Poplar, so you don't lose Flamberge. And we draw, okay, a couple of extenders. I feel like we just push through the Appaloosa then. Or we hard summon this right now. They get one negate, but now we just have an Omni negate. So the Appaloosa is dead, basically. Okay, we placing Radiance feels strange to me. I feel like I'm not a voiceless expert, but given that Appaloosa is on the board and SP is now threatened, I feel like I would be so tempted to just put my targeting protection on the board. Okay. Trap checks the IP. Oh, I guess it does. Yeah. I guess it does. Yeah, fair enough. I forgot about that you could just pop on your own turn like that. Completely missed that. Yeah. Well, that was just a crazy hand. I'd be mad about that one. And then let's check this one. Voices Voice closing it out. Yeah. I mean, I think all of the games kind of ended at the same time. Right? Oh, I see what's going on here. We drew we made the mistake of drawing one hand trap. Versus, I mean, what is this? Engraver, Sylvie, Deception, Millennium? Like, come on. And Crossout? Name a better hand. Name a better hand. The deck has always been solid? Well, solid isn't good enough to beat the best. You want the best deck. Voiceless was nowhere in the Duelist Cup. I think I played against it like twice. Nobody was playing it. One hand trap versus 4 extenders. Yeah, 4 extenders and Crossout. Unhinged hand. Absolutely unhinged. Yeah, honestly, we don't need to watch the rest of this. We don't need to see this. Nice. So they actually reverse swapped, so it's 5-4. Let's set this back to 0. White Woods FTK? I haven't heard it called White Woods in a while. Let's see. Will they sub anything? Looks like C and E are the same team. They're not playing any new players. Maybe they don't have a sub. Maybe everyone's busy at the invitation. Okay. I'm pretty sure they don't get long to decide if they want to change decks. It's like 5 minutes or something. Yeah, they're already coming back to the table. We have Nash in here. Hello, Nash. Are you on this team? Are you the sub? Are you the sub? You must be the Butler Boy sub. Who is player? Never a fan of FTK strategies? I mean, me neither. Nope, I don't think anybody is. Except gimmick puppet players. They will insist that they deserve it. Okay. Let's start with Souls versus Deb this time. Okay, Souls is going first. Did we change decks? Hello, Izzy. Thank you for the dog flex. We love dog flexes over here. Okay, we're still on voiceless. Honestly, voiceless is one of the craziest decks to go first, in my opinion. Because when you're playing a normal deck with like hand traps, I feel like it's impossible to not like combo with voiceless. Right? Like you just push through every hand trap. You don't end on an unbreakable board, but you always play through hand traps. Okay, Droll is a pretty good one though. I am very surprised that we didn't just Droll on the first search though. Why on earth would we let Nadia Servant go first? Like, what? Just Droll after the first search? Hello? What were we respecting? Talents? The other world's player is Enzo? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Why didn't we draw? I'm so confused. Why we just gave them a free search? We really just gave them a free search. I mean, it doesn't matter because we didn't draw, and the Maximus does nothing if you can't search. But it is just surprising that you wouldn't drop draw right away. Okay. We're using Impulse on Radiance. And we didn't extend. Wow, okay. I guess I'm just lying. I said that this deck plays through a million hand traps. Apparently we didn't. I mean, to be fair, we still do. Right? Because this can still summon, like, Unigate, and then you're kind of chilling. It depends what they have in the hand, though. You need something to shuffle. When you play Voiceless, it doesn't combo against zero hand traps. Okay, discard Maxi. Love to see it. Okay, we do have the means to shuffle. This just summons the Omni Negate, negates OSS, and then prays it's enough, right? That's kind of the plan here. Wait, could we not summon the negate? I feel like I've seen this summon the Omni. Because you don't want to summon Old Man, right? Can't you summon the Omni Negate directly with this? I know there's like a weird ruling. You're not allowed to summon a ritual monster. Because of the rules of the game. Yeah, that's so stupid though, because you can absolutely special summon a ritual monster under other conditions. Like this card, for example. Yeah, I guess it's because it's not possible, but it makes a big difference here because you can't negate OSS specifically. It just means that if you summon Snake Eye Ash now and then negate it, then the Snake Eye Ash is in the graveyard, so extension is like easier. Or you could go Poplar and still get like value in the back row. I assume we're negating this either way. Yeah. Yeah, the rules with the trap and rituals are so weird. Oh, we have a normal summon Oak. Okay, I guess it's game over. Now we just need a hand trap. We do know that this deck is on Nibiru. We saw Nibiru, right, from Voiceless in the previous game, or one of the previous games. We saw Nibiru. So now what are we thinking about? Are we realizing that Summon Flamberge doesn't go anywhere? Is that what we're realizing? Okay. Yeah, I guess I overestimated this Oak. I thought that it was gonna combo, but obviously not, right? Because you need another body to go anywhere with this. And I guess they don't have one. Probably thinking about a line where you go Oak for Poplar to get Temple, play Snake Eye Diabellstar, and try and play like that. It kind of checks out, right? Because then you go summon the Snake Eye Diabellstar, place a card in the back row, make a link 2 like Moon, and then the Poplar places in the back row, and you can go for a third body with Doom's Dragon, right? But isn't this Snake Eye Fire King? So you don't necessarily have that available. Yeah, this is not the Fiendsmith deck. So you can't do that line. You have to just go like SP. If it was the Millennium build, you could do what I said, which would actually combo and probably win if there's no hand traps. Hello, Lotion. Hello. Souls has the card advantage lead so far. Yes, they do. Wow. Weren't able to do anything. What about Hita crash into Ponix? Was that not stronger as well? We can't do the Fiendsmith line because we're not playing it, but we are playing Fire King, so could we not go Hita crash? 1-0 to BB second set? Okay, well we'll find that out in a minute. Okay, and just check the SP. When is the Tearlaments game? I don't know if anyone's playing Tier. Okay, now we get to use the Maximus. This is just over, right? This is just over. It's now safe to bring out low. You can do anything, really. Like, the Snake Eye player has nothing. Hello, hello. Welcome. Yeah, this is very much over. How it do? Hello. Hello, Azina. We're also playing Heat Soul. This must just be a staple in the Fire King deck right now. I don't feel like it's mandatory, but Ryan disagrees, and so does this player. My Mirror Jade looks like a ritual monster. It does look a little bit like Mirror Jade if you squint really hard. I am very confused and concerned right now. Well, you see, we're not actually the one playing. We're commentating a match. I don't control what these players play. But hey, this is a branded card, kind of. I like Heat Soul and Fire King a lot too. I mean, yeah, lots of people play it. But, it wasn't always in the list, so I did wonder if anything changed that made it more important. Maybe there's a new line. Not really, right? There's no new cards. You should just be playing the same deck as before. Probably. I haven't given it too much thought. You pulled a Royal Rare Mekanko card? Which one? I also have that in Royal, believe it or not. You were attempting to play Mekanko Lab. Is that a real deck? I don't see the synergy. Okay. This main phase 2 was so dull, not gonna lie. Blizzard's Voice is a very dull deck. There's something so uninteresting about rituals, in my opinion. Like, this is the one mechanic that I've, like, never vibed with. Looks like this game is a wrap because Soul's played around SP and has got on board advantage. Is that a ChatGPT description? I mean, they didn't really play around the SP. The turn started and they had a monster bigger than it. Yeah, well, we know who loses now. Okay, so this Ryan's game has finished, and Ryan has won. So... No, this was the previous game. This is... Wait, why has Ryan got 2 games here? We just watched... Oh, right. The game we just finished watching hasn't finished yet. Okay. So it was just Ryan versus Syntrax, which Ryan lost. Let's check out that game real quick. So it is 1-0 to Butler Boys. It's going to be 1.2 C and E though, because the voiceless game was definitely... the voiceless game was definitely winning for voiceless. Okay. This is the same thing as before. We draw a million extenders versus 1 impulse and lose. That checks out. Yeah, the hand is really bad too. So we make a board and win, basically. Understandable. Have a nice day. The voiceless game is still going. Hopefully nothing happens crazy in there. It just finished, and Souls won. Yeah, not really surprising. Let's watch the last game. So it's 1-1. Okay. This is White Forest, right? Yeah, this should be White Forest. You do have a nice playlist, not gonna lie, thank you. It is available on my YouTube. I just have a public playlist with it, because that's what I'm using right now. I'm just playing YouTube. I don't have like Spotify or anything. Okay, so our end board is Elf. Hello? Hello? Why is that end board Elf? And why do we have 5 back row? This is not the White Forest end board I'm familiar with. What actually happened? We didn't get hand trapped. What did we do? How is Diabellstar not a starter in this deck? Did they mess up, or is it like actually not a starter? Am I missing something? Does this card not actually like do full combo in White Forest? I guess it doesn't. Because how do you get to the White Forest cards? Anyway, we're playing the back row deck now. And we have Extender through Impome. There's the White Forest trap. This is really good. This feels like it should be pretty conclusive at skipping the turn, unless we have a really crazy extender. Like Diabellstar, okay. But we have another Impome. We have this for Doomed Dragon. Okay. This kind of checks out, actually. Now we go Fiendsmith. Still have 2 back row. Could be a 3rd Impome. No. Not the 3rd Impome. Unless we were saving it for Beatrice. But probably not. Yeah, maybe we have a Cold Buy? No, doesn't look like we have Cold Buy either. What are these back row? One of them is Deception, but one of them is something else. Right? Or unless it was a Diabellstar set. Okay, I think they're both Deception. Yeah, I think it was a Diabellstar set. Okay, we're now live. So the end board is Sunlight Wolf. And I guess it's Temple and Flambird, sure. Which is Princess. We're caught up, yeah. Oh, this is Hallowed. Okay, we just set the Hallowed. Fair enough. That's what I get for skipping. I didn't really know if it was, I didn't know what it was. Okay. We're making a gate, but where is our engine? I don't see any engine. Okay. We have another card to send. Okay, it's wanted. So we do get to draw a card. Oh, maybe we don't get to add Diabell Star. Because this is usually a one of in White Forest. So this is probably the only one. Yeah, this might be the only one. In which case we still draw a card, I guess. But we don't get the body. Yeah, we didn't search. It was a bold move. I'm pretty sure it's it's pretty standard, right, for White Forest to play one Diabell Star. So it's reasonable. But I think the better question is, are you gonna get a better cold buy? Like on Engraver later on? I feel like that's maybe a good thing to consider. You can also cold buy Sylvia, right? So just use Princess whenever you want, and then cold buy Sylvia when they negate it. That feels like it might have been stronger too. Okay. This is where you have to Princess, right? Because you're threatening Baron now. Surely you have to Princess this. But you don't have cold buy anymore. So you can just negate Princess. This looks like it's game over, right? I mean, if you just make Silvera an attack, it's lethal. It's 100% lethal if you just make Silvera. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, that is what we're doing. Don't even activate it. I mean, I guess you can activate it if you want. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. And we have 4,000 life points, double piercing on all of our monsters. This is illusions as well. Yeah, that's just game over. It's honestly really nasty, the double piercing, especially when you have the attack reduction as well. Alright, so C plus E wins that one. So that's 2-1. They're ahead in the second set. What a comeback. It was kind of a comeback, but I guess even though we had a silly board, we still stopped our opponent from comboing. So did Souls play set one? Yes. Ash being completely deleted right after being flipped was so funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's been all the same 6 players for set one and set two so far. If we see a set three, there'll be another chance to sub though. Yeah, Souls has been playing only Voiceless Voice. They haven't switched decks. Anyway, let's watch Ryan versus Railgun. This is the first opportunity for the match to end. If C and E win all 3 games here, then the match does just end. Ryan is going second though. Versus Pressured Planet Wraithsarth. Okay. I mean, we knew that they were on cash, actually. We've seen the cash before. I'm gonna drop Fool Us now. Probably because we had Max C, right? That's what I was thinking. Or just to get around Unicorn effect. Yeah, that's fair enough too. Probably the second one more so. But you can do that little trick, right? When your opponent tries to use something that doesn't draw for Fool Us. You can chain Fool Us, and they think that you're trying to chain Max C and bait Ash first, so they might not Ash Fool Us. And it was actually the first one. They do actually have Max C as well. Okay. Both resolving is just kind of killer though. This is like rough. You can take Princess, I guess, because you're not playing Fiendsmith in this build. Yeah, you take Princess. Okay. Is this just temple setup and pass? Okay, we're having the draw again. We've seen this before, where we draw somebody after giving them a few draws. We get our searches and then we just draw them, because the Snake Eye combo and Fiendsmith combo doesn't need to add. After you get to a certain point, you just don't need to add any cards. This has been the best use of draw, honestly, recently, like, not as a hand trap, but just as a Maxi minigame piece, right? To play through Maxi a little bit. That's been the best use of draw recently. This group plays so well. Honestly, yes. They have played well. Like I was trying to think, out of the two teams, honestly, C and E feel like they played slightly worse, just because of that one game that was very messed up, with the negating your own card with Baron, and then timing out. But other than that, they played fine, right? There was one other play that I thought was really strange. I can't remember what it was though. Oh, it was the Appaloosa. Yeah, it was from Butler Boys not making Appaloosa, and then losing because of it, making Photon Lord instead. That was pretty sus, in my opinion, as well. But yeah, other than that, it's been completely fine. While I was playing Tia Fiendsmith a while back, I've had a good number of games where I used Droll against Maxi. Yeah, I mean, it comes up with Fiendsmith a lot, because you don't search at all. So Ryan clearly doesn't have any more hand traps, by the looks of it. And this just kind of goes crazy, right? Because you have Poplar, so you don't need to send Ash, you can send Oak, still get to Flamberge, and just kind of win from there. No, choosing to go for Ash though, not Oak. Okay, interesting. Maybe we have OSS in the hand actually, because no, we searched Temple, right? We searched Temple with Poplar. Oh wait, we have OSS set. Right. Yeah, of course we set it. That makes sense. Yeah. So that's why we didn't go for Oak, because we already have access to Oak, so we can just do a full combo. Like this is like the kind of end board that you would have with a good hand, even if you didn't get hand trapped and had to draw yourself. Like this is full combo. But no, we're not going for... Hello? Hello? Why are we doing Appaloosa now? This doesn't feel correct. Because now you don't get the Sunlight Wolf. How are you getting the Ash back? On the opponent's turn, I guess? Hello? What am I missed? You haven't missed much. It's just... Well, I guess you've missed the first half of a match. But you can see the score on the screen, so... It's easy to keep up with. Yeah, you get it on the opponent's turn, but you don't need to do that. Because then you would have to link off the Appaloosa for SP, and that just feels unnecessary. Yeah, I guess the better play is to just not make Appaloosa yet, go for your Oak. It's not like you need to like prepare for hand traps better, because you already have the Photon Lord negate. Okay, but it's still going to be everything, right? It's still going to be enough. Um, I mean, is it? You get to place the IP and you can summon it with Temple, but um, yeah, there's no fire. I guess I guess it's fine. No, this is everything. It's just in a really weird way. And we have this now too, which is an extra body if you wanted to. Oh, we have Kashtira Birth as well. Okay. Of course that makes sense, because we started Unicorn, right? And we got to search for it. Would Ryan have Imperm Nib here? I mean, probably not. And Imperm Nib wouldn't be enough because of... I guess it would. I guess it would. It would be enough. Sunlight Wolf here? Okay, so we're just giving up on our Ash. Right? And we're making SP. So our IP is now useless. Okay, I'm confused about this one. I feel like this line was a little sus. And it's taking a while too. We might be very low on time now. What's a shame though is that it's so big anyway. There's no princess, because Ryan lost princess. They're gonna lose another card. If they use OSS, they get fucked by birth. There's still 3 negates, there's still a banish, and there's still another negate and a princess pop. It's probably enough. They do play goddess, you're right. They do play goddess. But you're right, there's no reason to not add back the Ash. There's no reason to not save SP. You could have ended on all of this with also the Ash. Basically. Let's see what Ryan can do though. It would be a shame if Ryan just has like a miserable hand. Because I feel like you could maybe try to punish a little bit. It's still so strong. You probably can't beat it. But it would be nice to see Ryan play into this. Okay, just Diabell style battle phase. I mean, that deals with 3 negates. That is 3 negates gone. Okay. We can't just activate the Oak because then Photon Lord negates it and we lose the game. Probably. So we have to go SP. Okay. I hope we have something to play after this, like Fire King Island. Bonfire would be incredible. It would, but at the same time, it's still just pop Ponix, right? Because Oak is in the graveyard, so... I mean, I guess you could go Snake Eye Ash. If they don't have Bonfire. No, Ryan. Yeah, unfortunate. We made a bit of a clumsy board, but it's still more than enough, so... Honestly, the Snake Eye Fire King has not looked super good. Not gonna lie. The... The regular Snake Eye Millennium has looked stronger in this match. Is that the Master Duel World Champion Ryan Yu? Yes, it is indeed. I assume so, unless there's another Ryan that they picked up that also went to Worlds. Okay, called by Engraver. Now you lose your graveyard, which is unfortunate. Liger Runix, by Oak, and probably Linkuriboh. You went second without any hand traps? That isn't actually true. They had Fualos and Maxi, and resolved both of them. There's no way you don't get OTK'd now. Yeah, it's honestly kind of impressive because, yeah, they drew one card for each, but then they got drawled, so they didn't draw any more cards. Like, drawl on your own turn has been so strong recently. But it didn't actually matter. Like, the fact that you couldn't search shouldn't have changed up the combo, because you never needed to search. Like, the combo was still misplayed, even knowing that there's a draw. This is not lethal yet. Do you have Linkuriboh? We do have Linkuriboh. Okay, so this is lethal. Yeah, this was an interesting game. Do you think we'll go for Lacrima? No, I think he will just attack for game. Ryan is so unlucky. I agree, but at the same time, Ryan has lost games going first, so you could call it a deck choice issue. But yeah, it's luck, I think. It is just luck. Okay. So Ryan lost that one. And the last game was concluded there. Third game. So DS versus Deb, and okay, so Sionia have 1 more point. Okay, let's check the last game. I think his deck choice isn't too great. I mean, Snake Eye Fire King feels like it's really good right now because it's just the next best Snake Eye deck, and you got Impulse as a buff. I think it's just it remains to be seen because Beatrice is still legal for this match, so it's kind of a fake format. But once the next ban list hits, it might still be Snake Eye Fire King. It's better. It's good though. Yeah, Snake Eye Fire King is a good deck. It's just it definitely has its weaknesses like bricking and opening like dead cards. So if you chose to play it and then that happens, it's unlucky, but it's also like it's unlucky at the same time, and it's also like a deck issue. Okay, so this board we made the full combo in Voiceless Voice, and we're gonna try pushing through this with Snake Eye. Okay. This is maybe playable because this yeah, we disrespected Maxi a little bit. I don't feel like the full combo of Voiceless Voice can stop a huge Snake Eye hand. I'm gonna be honest. You negate the summon of Phoenix. Okay. Now you have to deal with the full Snake Eye. Okay, and Ash is kind of just... Ash is a little silly here. Like, you probably didn't need that Ash to win, right? It's just kind of like icing on the cake now. So the Omni Negate has been dealt with. We still have OSS for Oak at any time. And Talons? Okay, come on. Come on. Why do we take this and not this? Why wouldn't you take away this or this? Am I missing something? Can we not use this to negate a summon? Hello? Can we not use this to negate a summon? Am I missing something? It's not once per turn. It can be used, yeah, and they just didn't. Like, this player took Skull Guardian instead of this, and then this player just, like, didn't use it. Interesting. I'm not sure why they didn't use it on any of the Fiendsmith links. Seems a little strange to me. Holding it to stop lethal? Oh, this is good. Ghost Ogre on Desiree is insane. Underrated interaction. It's a very underrated interaction. Activate Doomed was a misclick? Are we sure it was a misclick? Because there's targeting protection. It's very easy to forget about that. Well, they tried holding it to protect lethal, and I don't think it worked. That was a nice game. I guess that's what happens when you make full combo, but under max E. Anyway, that's all 3 games. So, Butler Boys have 1 point. So it's 3-3. Okay. It is just a best of 3 now. But if Butler Boys wins, then there's a tiebreaker set. Why is this game still going? Is this... I guess this is the next set game. We'll watch it. Okay. For the next round. Okay. So now we're going second. Wait. No, we're not. This is turn 2. Hello? We went first and passed. Okay, so we bricked. We bricked with Voiceless Voice. We probably have like 3 ritual monsters, 2 hand traps. I bet the trap is in there. Oh no. So we bricked versus Millennium. Millennium is so nasty going second like this versus a bricked board because like they're so big. What's the score currently? Is it not on the screen? This is the current score. It's 3-3 for this set, yeah. We ashed? Okay, this is weird to me. What is the reason to hold Ash for the Golem instead of the Sengenjin? What are you playing around? I feel like I would be very scared of this, the attack points on this guy. Like, just Ash this, right? Isn't that the better play? Maybe you don't want to, you want to guarantee that they don't get to Wedge Temple, but I mean, they drew it, so it's not really guaranteed anyway. Okay, and we have talents again. All of these Snake Eye players are playing talents by the looks of it. Oh, the hand was... Oh, we actually had a lot of hand traps. How good is Purge here? Purge doesn't do much. Right? You just take Nibiru here. Because this just negates a search. Yeah. And now this is what I mean, right? You have 5,700 damage. Like a 1 Diabellstar is just lethal. But they are linking off, and this is fair. If you don't actually have the extenders in your hand, there's no point keeping the bodies around. You might as well do Fiendsmith. Dominus Purge isn't gonna work versus any of this Fiendsmith line. Like, it's just lethal guaranteed, right? If you just go Beatrice, you go... Okay, yeah. You normal summon anything, and you go for your sequence into Beatrice. If you use the Lacrima Burn, then it's just lethal. They purge the Ash, you use the second effect for Flamberge, and it's game over. It's just guaranteed lethal. Probably a million other ways to guarantee it as well. Where can I get my... Is that McDonald's fries? Is that what that emote is? Sending Unicorn? Oh my god, what the heck? What kind of play is this? Whoa. What kind of play is this? Why not just send Snake Eye Ash? I guess Flamberge is in the graveyard. So maybe my line was wrong. Is this lethal though? It's definitely lethal. Just revive Flamberge, it's lethal. Yeah, there's no point to go Snake Eye Ash. We know the hand, so... Yeah. At this point, it's technically optimal to use Unicorn in this line just so that you can peep the extra deck. They don't even want to peep the extra deck. Wow. Okay. So that's 1 point for Butler Boys. And the middle game just ended as well. No, the top game, sorry. We just watched the middle game. But the top game just ended too. With Ryan winning. Okay. Let's see how Ryan won. And it comes down to a game 9. So Ryan's gonna win this game. Did they maybe just finally combo going first? I mean, there is a max C to beat. There's a max C to beat. I feel like Ryan hasn't got a break so far. Like, every single time, Ryan's playing a hard game. There's not been a single game where he's just gone first and comboed. But we have Impulse and Skyburn, so... Okay, they scooped it up. Why did they scoop it up? Connection failed, okay. They DC'd. Sure. Sure. We DC'd. He was on Ethernet? I mean, that sounds like it's a good thing to be on Ethernet. Okay, this is the game 9. This is the decider. We have DS going first, or DS. Starting with Millennium into draw. That's a good draw. Oh my god, okay. We just went Baron Pass. Okay, Baron Pass. Not where I'd like to be, if I'm honest. But Baron with Maxi is also pretty good. So we can negate the out if they have it. And they don't, so we can negate lethal. if they try to go lethal. So Doomed Dragon forces Baron. Oh wow. Yeah, we don't even... We can chain block it so that we lose the body no matter what. That's pretty good. And then it's so close to lethal. Bonfire? Wow. Is this gonna be lethal? Surely the game didn't go this quickly, right? Why did we add the Poplar? We wanted to play around Nibiru, I guess. Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Playing around Nibiru in the end there was important. Wow. Anticlimactic game, but that's gonna be it. So we're going into a tiebreak. Right? Yeah. We have a tiebreak. It's 1-1. So I believe for the tiebreaker, it's gonna be just one best of 9. We're not gonna do a set with 3 best of 9s. It's just one. Right? I believe that's how it works. All it takes is a best of 3? Oh no, right. It's not a best of 9. It's a best of 3. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. You play one best of 9 per set anyway. This is just 3 games. I wish they played them one by one though. I wish they played them one by one. Because it can be very anticlimactic to have the match end when you're not even watching it end. Only time where lineup matters? Yeah, kind of, right? Because you don't have a chance to, um, you don't have a chance to like use information for the next game. So you can bring a surprise and then that's like it. You get 100% of your games with a surprise. Okay. So they're thinking about who to send. They do have a sub. They do have a sub. This is their sub, right? And they also have a sub. But Butler Boys, they have a sub too. Hopefully we see the subs. It would be nice to see some different decks. Because nobody even swapped deck. It's Nesh for them? Okay, well Nesh must be their sub then. Is this really Nesh? Nesh doesn't have many followers. What's going on, guys? Go follow Nesh. Nesh shouldn't be allowed to play this week. Okay, well we'll see. We'll see who joins the tables. Isn't it like technically not public knowledge who the sub is until you sub it in? Oh, it is public? Okay. I was worried for a second that by like talking about it on stream that I might be leaking, but I'm not leaking. Look at the scores, by the way. Ryan has lost 4 games, and Deb has lost 5 games. Whoa, unlucky day for Lord Deb. And Syntrox has managed to go 5-1. That's impressive. Voiceless Voice also 4-2. 4-2 with Voiceless Voice. He DC'd when he was going to cook. That is true. That is true. Where are the teams? There's definitely a tiebreaker, right? I'm not stupid. It's 1-1. Why wouldn't there be a tiebreaker? Okay, we do have players. Looks like it's the same two. Railgun and Syntrax and Deb again. Okay, so it is not a sub from Butler Boys, which I think is reasonable. I think you could say that they were doing well, even though they lost the set one. They were winning the set one, and they just got swept in the end. I feel like it's fine, right? I feel like honestly they have the advantage. I feel like I'm betting on Butler Boys to win this, just based on the results. I don't know why. I feel like they are ahead, even though they're not. It's literally tied, but I feel like they don't feel the need to change, right? Like if I was them, I wouldn't feel like we're at a disadvantage, is what I'm trying to say. Not changing the order. I mean, I don't quite understand how the order changing works because apparently both teams get to change the order, right? So, what if they change the order and then the other team just changes the order? Yeah, you can choose any order, but so can the other team. Can I wait until they choose before I choose? You could do mind games. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to do mind games. Like you shouldn't be able to like both teams should submit the order. You shouldn't be able to see the order and then quickly change. Okay, so we have got Nash. So we did sub. I thought they would sub. I was expecting them to sub. Okay. Let's watch Syntrax versus Nash. Hopefully Nash is playing a new deck. Hopefully it's not Snake Eye. Hopefully it's not White Forest. And Syntrax is going first. And we have discard talents for Diabellstar. Now why would you do that? Do you not have a better discard than talents? Must be a second talents, right? It's the only thing I can think of. And we're getting Impumped. Your prediction is Blue Eyes. You think it's Blue Eyes from Nash? That would be bold. Why did we discard talents? I'm so confused. It has to be a second talents, right? But I don't even know if you would have a second talents in Snake Eye right now. I feel like if you are playing it, you play one. most of the time. What are these three cards if not, you know, if you want talents less than them? Like, you can't tell me that none of them are an extender right now. Because if you don't have an extender, then there's no reason to drop talents. For sure. Maybe all hand trap? Yeah, but if it's all hand trap, you discard a hand trap. It might be all hand trap. Maybe they were just really greedy, discarding the talents. There's just no way though, right? If you have Diabellstar talents, 3 hand traps, you discard a hand trap. 2 Ash? I mean, it could be 2 Ash. I feel like you would discard the other one. I need to know what these two are to make a decision, make a judgment. Because like, you don't mind discarding Ash because you can add it back throughout your combo. But okay, okay. Well, this just feels like a mistake at this point, right? To discard the talents. I mean, I know it didn't matter because we can't do anything. It's Impum, it's not a monster. But in theory, if it was Ash or something, or Vela, then the talents would have really helped. But that being said, we are playing. We are comboing right now. Oh my god. Nesh is playing Phantasme. I hope this is the Bestial deck. Please be the Bestial deck. I know it's probably not the Bestial deck, it's just Phantasme for fun. But like, please be the Bestial deck. Tempai, it might be Tempai. Yeah, it's probably just Tempai. Probably just Tempai. I hope it's the Bestial deck though. The Bestial deck is so cool. Oh, okay. This is the only thing that made sense. The second talents. Yeah, it's the only thing that made sense. Magnamut, oh my god. It could still be Tempai. Could still be Tempai. Oh, it's less likely to be Tempai now. Okay, the Boldrake is less likely to be Tempai. I guess we're gonna see the hand. You say GG, you're right, it's probably game over, because if it is Tempai, obviously we search Genroku and win. But if it's the Bestial deck, it might not be game over just yet. Let's see what the hand is. Oh, it's Tempai. It's so Tempai. I mean, the first Bestial was too much. Because it was Magnamut. Because it's Tempai, we didn't even need this one. The first Bestial would have been enough. Unfortunate. So now we're just gonna get Genroku'd. This is an interesting card for Tempai, going into the next format, when Kaiman is at 1. Because this helps you get consistency, right? If you use this, it helps you find a starter. So this could be an interesting option for Tempai. It might be futile to come back. I mean, are you telling me that Tempai is going to win the game? Yeah. They are. Phantasme crazy. Anyway, let's watch Ryan's game. Okay, so that is one game for this team, CNE. Ryan has gotten to go first. Let's see what Ryan can do going first. Any cooking? Oh, we swapped to lab. We swapped to lab. We weren't having success with the Fire King, but we swapped to lab. Okay, 3 back row, not the most scary. And we're playing Fire King, of course, so we actually have like a really good push into back row with the Fire King cards. Gonna Equation Cannon, banish 2. Sure. But now we... Okay, Maxi... Yeah. Okay, popping Ash means no Kirin pop this turn. It's just gonna be Ulcanix. This can pop a back row, which is cool. I'm gonna chain it. It's Trap Trick. Okay, this is actually kind of spooky, because whenever you're playing against Labyrinth and you see them flip a trap and it's Trap Trick, you know that that's the end, right? That's the last trap. This Karma Cannon is the last trap they can use. So it's unlikely, but there's a chance that we could like push. I don't think so though, because we've used all of our Snake Eye. Yeah. We would need like Garunix and Kirin. And we are just gonna flip this face down. Okay. This looks pretty good for Labyrinth. Oh, we have talents though. We probably chain the big welcome, right? We didn't chain the big welcome? Are we not afraid of Ash? Okay, we're not going to flip the big welcome. I guess we can't. Right, we can't flip it because of Trap Trick. We have to wait until this turn. Fair enough. Hello. Hello, Blaze Yukio. Imperm, yeah. I mean, we just chain here. We just chain. Did we draw Ash in those 2 cards? We did draw Ash. They might have already had it, to be fair. That's a really huge Ash. That, like, might save the game. I think we were losing if we didn't have that Ash. But now we're probably just passing, right? Can we make Typhon? We can't. I didn't think we summoned twice. Oh, we summoned Linkuriboh. Right. Okay. So the Typhon actually changes it quite a bit. Because the Typhon means that you don't have to play into Garunix. And you still get rid of the pop back row next turn and the fire monster. So now they need to draw another fire monster. Plus there's a back row. I expected more back row. There must be like lovelies and ladies in the hand. Right? Not even lady. It has to be like lovely. Okay. Set score is 1-1 by the way? Yeah, we know. Oh wait, no, the current score. So this is the last game. This game is gonna decide it all. Okay. So you use OSS now. Yeah, that makes sense. You use the graveyard effect to get Oak. To try and revive your Ash? Maybe your Ponix? Probably Ponix. Yeah, and get Skyburn. Can draw a card first. We're even safe from Imperm because we have Linkuriboh. Yeah, normal summon. Okay. Honestly, I really like being Snake Eye here. I feel like Ryan... What could he have that changes anything? This could be another Karma Cannon. And this would have to be like... I don't know what this could be. We know it's not Lady, because I would have summoned the Lady last turn for sure, right? Maybe you don't summon Lady last turn. Because Typhon would make it irrelevant. Like, you can't activate it on the field. So maybe there could be a Lady in the hand. I think there's definitely, like, a Fool Us. Right, some brick. One of them's definitely a brick. Or Lovely. Nicky Boy the Tenpai Goat. Yeah, Nicky Boy is indeed the Tenpai Goat. Okay. I mean, this is just so forcing. It's rivalry. Oh, okay. That's crazy. That is actually so crazy. It's so close to being, like, perfect because we got rid of the the Ponix, turning off our Skyburn. It was so close to being perfect, but because Kieran is chainable, we can just Skyburn. We can just Skyburn pop the rivalry now. So, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, that was so close to being, like, imagine if we added a different card, not Kieran, and then we got stuck under the rivalry with the Oak on the field. We probably would have lost from there. Hello? Oh, okay. We bounced our own Typhon because we want to use Nibiru? Is that what's going on? Or is it just because we want to use Lady? I mean, we can't use Lady because this isn't a normal trap. It's got to be Nibiru, right? It's a Fiend? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that you would let them... Like, not just let them out it yourself, right? Because you could have used that trap as a disruption. Why not play it that way and just leave the Typhon on the board? We must be bluffing Nibiru really hard. Or we actually have Nibiru, yeah. Because to be fair, it is safer this way if you have Nibiru. Because what you could do if you're Snake Eye Fire King is like not Nibiru cannot be activated under Typhon. No. But what you could do if you want to play around Nibiru is like realize that the Typhon stops it, so you can just not out the Typhon. And then like int into Nibiru all you want. And that would be actually like a really good outplay. So maybe Ryan is respecting that. We have talents now. Just look at the hand. We're gonna see if there's a Nibiru or not. Okay, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, so that they don't take anything. Is it Nibiru? It's not even Nibiru. They were just baiting it. What's the point in doing this? Was it a misclick? Or is it like an elaborate bait? Because Typhon is a fiend. You can just use it to bounce. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I see the problem. Typhon is not level 8. Or higher. This is an Xyz monster. I'm stupid. Yeah, you can't bounce the opponent's card with Typhon. You can only bounce your own card. Okay, so it's actually kind of trivial. Didn't really matter. It was a vanilla body at that point. So getting the Nibiru bluff was probably like the best way to do it. That's my bad. I don't think we can lethal. Right? I don't think we can lethal. Maybe we can, actually. We have Dark Charmer. We have space for Dark still. Rang is hanging on to DLive. Yeah, he is. I mean, this is the last game for the whole match, so... But I think this just looks like Zelantis OTK now. And there's nothing that Welcome can do about it. But to be honest, at this point, what if you just had your Typhon still, and you still had your big Welcome as well? Wouldn't you be, like, fine? Because when they try to OTK, you can bounce. You're gonna summon a level 8 with this Welcome? Oh, right, yeah, Typhon was gonna get destroyed, but the big Welcome didn't need to be wasted. It could just be in the graveyard. Yeah, okay. If it was gonna die anyway, it makes sense, like, the Nibiru bluff wasn't a thing. It was, but wasting the big Welcome still feels like a mistake. And then Stovey won't trigger. That is true too. Yeah, I guess it just it never worked out. Yeah, Ryan played it the best. It never worked out how I was thinking. This should be enough though, right? No matter what you summon, this is lethal now. Yeah, I misjudged that situation quite a lot actually. I didn't realize that the Typhon was gonna die, and we needed to trigger the Stovey somehow. Yeah. So fair enough. There was no better way to play it. Ryan was just trying his best. That doesn't look like lethal. Okay, Ryan is alive. And I mean, we can draw an equation cannon. And then they normal summon a monster? No Zelantis Colink? Yeah, this feels like weird to me. I feel like in main phase 2, you should just activate this just to put it in the Colink. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Daruma would be better. I mean, both of them lose to just going to the battle phase immediately. I don't know what the back row could be. Yeah, you go battle phase, it plays around equation cannon, no monster on the board with a level. And no monster to flip face down, plays around Daruma. Is it lethal? It's lethal. Wow. I don't think we could have LTK'd, to be honest. Because it wasn't lethal if everything connected directly anyway. Wow. That was a good match, though. That was close all the way to the end. But LeBoys wins it. Let's watch that last game that we missed. It was this one. What do you mean CE1? Oh right, Nesh won. You're right. You're right. Nesh won the game that we saw. So I'm stupid. It's literally the other way around. You're right. We watched the Nesh game. Yeah. And I thought like I had it in my head they won. But Nesh won. Yeah. Okay. So the Ryan game didn't actually matter. You were fed wrong information by Nicky Mouseboy? Oh, okay. Thank you, Nicky Mouseboy. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean about why they should play the tiebreaker one at a time. It's only 3 games. Just play them one at a time so this doesn't happen. So it was... Yeah, I mean, who wins this game then? I assume Souls wins this, because look at this. Nibiru Impum. Oh, no, we have Nibiru protection now. If they played one at a time, the time benefit is gone and you might as well make it another best of 9. Both of those options sound superior to the one that we currently have. Yeah. Okay. So, this is a game where Voiceless Voice wins. Souls play this well. Honestly, I'm a little... Yeah, you know what, you're right, they did play it well. They played it well. I was thinking something about the you shouldn't be rude before Appaloosa, but I guess you don't need to, because Impum can't be stopped by either of them, so... Wow. Nicky Boy, you actually baited me. We watched the Ryan game, and it turned out it didn't matter at all. Okay, so the winner really is C and E. Yeah, GG's all around. How was Nesh allowed to play when he was registered as a player today? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just followed. Thank you for following. I guess I don't have my alerts on. Good point. I'll switch them back on. But unfortunately, that is the end of the stream. Because we were just here to commentate the match, and the match is over. We'll play to Canada plus Enzo. Maybe Nesh play before the sign-up register? I didn't know there was a rule about not playing. I mean, if he's on the team, why can't he play? I didn't know there was a rule. It was 1 week ago? Okay, fair enough. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I'll find someone to raid, and then we can end the stream.